Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to have as a guest Sergio Vinitsky, who is an old-time friend. We are together in the Israeli Smart Cities Institute. And Sergio today is a guest in a meeting that will go up on that website and also on our new website that is a kind of satellite of the Smart City Institute that has to do with innovation within municipalities or local governments. If there are cities, if there are other living zones. And I really wanted to speak to Sergio, who is an international entrepreneur, according to his own definition. And Sergio, why don't you take the stage and tell us a bit about what you do? And later on, we'll speak about your connection to this new platform. Please.
Okay, so hi, Racheli. Thank you very much for hosting me. It's a big honor to be with you. So very grateful. I'm dealing with international business development, international business more than 20 years. Since I decided that Israel is small to deal inside with business, so I opened my mind and opened the new fields all over the world. Of course, with my Spanish, it's easier in Latin America and Spain. And in Spain, I have a lot of businesses with Barcelona. I'm the delegate for Israel of the Fira Barcelona, all the events that are in Fira Barcelona. I'm the delegate for Israel, and one of the main events is since 2011. It's the Smart City Expo World Congress. It was the first time it was held in 2011, when the person who told me that he's going to develop a new event with technology. I said, technology is Israel. Let's talk about business. And for the first 2 years, I didn't understand the word, what is smart city. But the Congress was very strong. They brought a lot of gurus from all over the world. They brought a lot of mayors from all the big mayors from New York, from London. And so after 2 years, I brought my first mini delegation of 13, 14 people with a small booth. And after several years, before the COVID, of course, we were almost 500 visitors, 35 companies exhibiting, and 10 speakers. But also in the last November, in the middle of the COVID, between the waves, I was very lucky to bring almost 300 people from Israel, 26 mayors, and the delegations of the president of the Israeli Authority, Local Authority Federation, and many others who enjoyed the one and only event that was there, and since maybe all 2021. So talking about the Smart City Expo World Congress, several years ago, when it was first, maybe after 1 or 2 years, the manager of the event told me, listen, there's a PhD, very known all over the world, Mrs. Edna Pasher. She lives in Tel Aviv, as she's very known. She's even making a big event in Tel Aviv about this. So let's try to contact her. So I didn't call her. I knocked her door in Tel Aviv. And I said, okay, you're Edna. Yes, I'm Sergio. Nice to meet you. They sent me from Barcelona to talk to you. And from this point, it became a big friendship and collaboration, of course, with a great person. And I learned from her a lot. And she's helping me a lot in a lot of issues. So it was great to meet her. And after 2 or 3 years, she told me, 6 years ago, she told me, listen, she understood the gap between the technology and the municipalities, and the need of municipalities to understand which kind of technologies they need. And what to take from all the basket of technology that is available for cities. And she told me, okay, with another 2 or 3 persons, let's establish a new NGO, the Israeli Smart City Institute. And from then we have a lot of experts in the institute, and we are trying to make cities being smarter.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to be part of this group. I joined a long time after you. And as you know, within our group of the Israel Smart City Institute and on this format, what interests me is to enlarge the circles of innovation, which means to allow not only outside companies to bring the technologies into the cities, but to look at the people that actually have to accept them within the city. And they have to be the ones that have to make this technology work for the residents and for, it could be a great technology, but if the workers, the employees, the staffs are not ready to accept it, or if they're not so willing, then it's not so good. So we know both of us from Dr. Edna Pasher that it's the combination of technology and people that will make an organization smart and will make a smart city or a smart living zone. And so our new satellite of the Smart City Institute that has a lot of connections with technologies and everything, our new satellite decided to put the light, excuse me, to put the light over these employees that all over the world in every municipality, and it can be middle management up to higher management, do so many innovative things. A lot of them don't even acknowledge that what they're doing is innovation. If it doesn't come out as an application, they don't realize that it's innovation. And we want to give them a stage. And I'm so happy that you're here to speak to me, because I wanted to know what you think about this stage that we'd like to give them. A stage, a center to tell their success stories, to learn from other workers in other places in the world. So please, I'd like to hear your opinion.
Okay, of course. Through my company, I make a lot of international development businesses for a lot of private companies, but not only. Also connections between cities and connections between every place that I have a mayor working with any project that I am involved. Of course, immediately I'm talking about the innovation and about the Israel and technology and smart cities. Now, the innovation, I'm a lecturer here in the Galil College for many years for people that are coming from abroad, from Asia, from Africa, from Latin America. They're coming here to learn about a lot of models of Israel, including the model of ecosystems, technology ecosystems. And one of my lectures is about establishing an innovation center for cities. And I think that this is very important, and we have a lot of things to learn and to teach about this. Now, regarding workers, I think that innovation, workers, increasing the level of the workers or their importance, giving services to the good services to the residents, it's very important. Tel Aviv identified several years ago. They established a card, it's called Digital Tel-Aviv, Digital. It's a combination of words. And they established a card that is for the citizens in Tel Aviv. And they are giving many services through this card to the citizens. Now, someone has to put this info in for the citizens. And so they allowed about 400 workers from Tel Aviv municipality. They gave them the password and the username to get into the system, to get in the price of the smart city municipality in the world in 2014 for this service. They identified the need to give online services and the special services for each of the citizens. If I am a parent of kids and I have to register them in the kindergarten, so they will give exactly the unique service for each citizen. I'm not talking in
Custom-made services.
2022. Yes, customized service. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking 10 years ago,
Amazing.
when everything was completely new, and they identify also the need not only to give the service to the citizens, but those people that were those workers that were involved they gave them the username and the password to get into the database of Tel Aviv and to update every time the data. If there is a traffic problem, if there is some work in one of the streets, so they update everything for the citizens, and it was very unique, and I think it increased the responsibility of those hundreds of workers in Tel Aviv. I hope it will come one day in all the municipalities in Israel and anywhere, because you know, when they give you the responsibility and you take it, you will feel part of the organization and part of the doing business in your organization, and not every time we see it in municipalities.
And imagine that all these workers were told that while you input the data, if you have any kind of deeper understanding, if you have any kind of ideas for more services or for custom-made unique services from populations that you meet, etc. So this is what we'd like to do here. I mean, I'm not saying we're the first ones to think about, God forbid, no, but we're taking it one step forwards. And the success story of Tel Aviv is so great, because imagine that each one of these workers would collect their success stories and could share them with us. So we actually would like this platform to be a place that every municipality in the world will have to be part of if they want to know of success stories that are going around. And we know that you will help us as an international person that knows so many cities and everything. So that's great. So first of all, I want to thank you for being such a great colleague in our platform of the Israeli Smart City Institute. Also, I have to share that Sergio in the Smart City Export is, I mean, there are thousands, tens of thousands of people, and he's like the beacon when you don't know something, and he's in charge of, and really our group of Israelis, there is an amazing, how do you call it? Not a mission, a whole group that goes there. And it's amazing, the activities and everything. So good for you, talking about innovation. And if you have any questions you would like to send to Sergio, please contact us here on this platform of the global forum or in the Israeli Smart City Institute. And I'm sure Sergio would love to be in touch in any one of the things that he is busy doing. And he does a lot. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us in your very busy schedule. And
thank you very much, Kelly, and keep bringing innovative ideas to the Israeli Smart City Institute.
Thank you. And as we know from the chair of the Israeli Smart City Institute, Dr. Edna Pasher, together we shall succeed.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you.